Have you ever been told by your mom that drinking a glass of milk before you go to sleep will help you fall asleep quicker? Or that when you wake up, you'll feel a little less sluggish? Well, in a sense, that may be true, but at the same time, that may be not, and just a placebo that they have fed you during your childhood. Well, and that's exactly what my question is for. And it looks at any sleep-inducing interventions that might aid in the success of the sleep quality in young adolescents. So let's delve into it straight away. So before we actually talk about these sleep-inducing interventions and whether milk may be actually a placebo effect that your parents have fed you when you were younger, let's look at more of sleep quality as a whole. So in this area of research, so things like sleep, studies in 2008 have actually operationalized sleep quality in many different ways. However, it can be defined as a person's level of pleasure after their cycle of sleep. There are many factors in which this definition can be included in, such as like sleep onset and disturbances throughout the night. So a study also in 1992 have actually shown that adolescents my age, around 14 to 18 years old, don't get the recommended amount of sleep. The National Sleep Foundation states that people my age need to get about 8 to 10 hours of sleep. However, in the study done by Professor Allen in 1992 has shown that only 15% of these adolescents actually do get that amount of sleep. So, moving on to the sleep-inducing interventions, there's actually a couple that are associated with sleep-inducing effects and overall sleep quality, looking at the improvement of that. And that includes things like milk and tea. So milk specifically includes a chemical called tryptophan. And tryptophan is an amino acid that produces serotonin. So serotonin is pretty much a serenity-boosting neurotransmitter. However, although milk contains tryptophan, it apparently does not produce the same hypnotic effects as pure tryptophan, as shown in previous studies in 2006. But it also may affect a person's ability to fall asleep based on previous beliefs or myths. So, in a sense, what your parents did tell you when you were younger was half true, half not. It's on you whether you believe that or not. The second thing is looking at tea. Not French Earl Grey, but chamomile tea. So chamomile tea contains an antioxidant called apigenin, and it's pretty much found abundantly in chamomile tea. And apigenin, what it does is it binds to specific receptors in the brain to help initiate sleep and reduce anxiety. So when you drink chamomile tea about 30 minutes before you sleep, the effects of apigenin should kick in to your brain and hopefully help people fall asleep quicker. Maybe we'll try to drink some milk and see the progress of my sleep, and then we'll see how we go on when I wake up. Let's go to bed. During your sleeping time, one will experience about 3 to 5 intervals of REM sleep per night. That is the rapid eye movement cycle of your sleep. And during this sleep cycle, your brain waves speed up to awake levels. If you watch someone sleep, their eyes flicker back and forth very rapidly. REM sleep is when you dream. And if you wake up someone during their REM cycle, a lot of the times they will wake up feeling very uneasy and very quickly to be irritated. Well, what time is it? Is it time to go to school? Wait, I need to fill out that survey. The Pittsburgh Sleep Quality Index, or more known as the PSQI, contains 19 items that are separated into 7 different component scores that aim to assess the participants' subjective sleep quality, sleep duration, sleep disturbance, sleep latency, habitual sleep efficiency, use of sleep medications, and daytime dysfunctions. These scores can then be combined and summed up to create a global sleep quality score.
Higher scores correlate with poor sleep quality, whereas scoring a 5 or lower differentiates those who have good sleep quality. This questionnaire was created by a team led by Buis in 1989 and is now universally known and used for any research regarding sleep quality.
So I kind of just filled out that Pittsburgh Sleep Quality Index, and I got a score of 8. And that's clearly above 5, so that indicates that I have poor sleep quality. But I mean, that goes for most of the Melbourne High School students, since none of us even get any sleep at all, or good sleep quality. So, unfortunate.